Ever get the feeling those epic tombs and temples weren't throwing their doors open for you in the first place? Archaeologists keep tripping over the same oddity. Gorgeous doorways that slam straight into stone, corridors sealed the minute the chisel left the wall, or entrances hoisted so high you'd need wings. Slip-ups? Nope, they were invites, just not for the breathing crowd. Wander through Saqqara and you'll bump into it. A polished doorway, jambs, lintel, even dinky copper handles. Take one confident stride and wham, limestone. Egyptians dubbed it a false door. Carved at stomach level on the west wall, it lined up with the Ka, the dead's life force, supposedly gliding in for its packed lunch of bread and beer. Priests literally talked the meal into spirit form, chatting lunch through solid rock. Why the theater? Death wasn't game over, it was a daily commute. The door had to fool a ghost, yet stay phony enough to stump robbers. It worked. Plenty of pyramids still stand pristine beside ransacked neighbors, all because the expected front door was never on the guest list. Fast forward 500 miles northeast and Nabateans were running the same hustle. From afar, Petra's cliff facades holler, "Step right up!" Up close, nothing but psychedelic sandstone. The monastery's doorway soars 10 stories and bottoms out at blank rock. Historians blamed erosion until laser scans showed the facade was finished this way. Spirits don't need floor plans. Local guides still slap the stone, murmuring Bab al-Ru, the soul door. Tourists haul themselves up for sunrise selfies, expecting cavernous rooms, and instead smack into a pink wall, the grandest keep-out sign disguised as a welcome mat. Jump to the Andes, 12,500 feet. A T-shaped slot is laser-cut into living basalt. Villagers call it Puerta de Hayu Marca. Spanish chroniclers wrote it off as a botched temple. Then a ranger wedged his lantern inside and noticed the silhouette matched a human in full feathered regalia. Overnight, Laura flipped. Inca stories say the first emperor strode through with a sun disk and vanished, promising a comeback. Physicists joke about interdimensional revolving doors, yet no one can explain the slice. Smooth as if a hot knife parted the stone. Travelers pile flowers at the base, hoping for a reboot. So far, only condors swipe through. Spin the clock back 11,600 years to humanity's possible first chapel. No roofs, no streets, just rings of T-pillars on a Turkish hill. Each pillar sports arms, a fox belt buckle, a face, and 0 back doors. German diggers keep uncovering more rings, all sharing a habit. Any passage that looks usable is jammed with rubble. Builders weren't sloppy, they wanted traffic one way, inward, then sealed the deal. Best guess? Spirit traps. Invite grandpa in, feed him carved boar, brick up the exit so he stays on security duty. A supernatural timeshare, eternal check-in, no checkout. Symbolism only buys you so much. Engineers loved a practical perk. Sealed thresholds control heat, crucial when 95 degrees Fahrenheit turns sacred oil rancid. They also bar sand, goats, and light-fingered locals. Petra's facades doubled as billboards. The bigger the door, the deeper the pockets. You couldn't hollow a bigger room without undercutting the cliff, so they upscaled the advert instead. Spiritual theater and smart engineering wore the same sandals. Every culture shares a dread. Leave a real door and something unsavory waltzes in at night. Mesopotamians propped demon colossi at gates. Egyptians painted eyes on false doors so spirits could see without swinging anything. Incan shamans left coca as polite hush money. The shared vibe, boundary anxiety. Build a door that never opens and you rip the hinges off horror. Best lock ever? One that was never a lock. If any of these portals made you blink, smash that like so the algorithm nudges it towards someone else who needs their reality bent. And tell me, if you could slip through one sealed doorway and pop out anywhere, where would you emerge? The trick never retired. Step into a modern mausoleum and you'll spot a bronze gate welded shut. Architects call it negative access, tipping a hat to the ancients. Even software got the memo. CAPTCHA is just a false door for bots, hardwired into us. Some thresholds work better as fiction. From Nile to Andes, our ancestors agreed on one cheat code. Craft an entrance no one can use, and eternity will handle the foot traffic. These missing doorways aren't blueprint bloopers. They're the original smart home gadgets, keeping the living out and the spirits forever on the list. So next time you linger at a locked gate to nowhere, don't shrug. Press your ear to the rock. Somewhere on the far side, a handle might already be turning.